Hello everyone, welcome to my presentation. This video presentation on supply chain management is being brought out by me, Rishabh Dahal, a student at the Niels Brock Copenhagen Business College. The main purpose of this presentation is to provide with the background and the introduction to the Danish company Netto and define supply chain management as well as the score model framework and attach the key processes of Netto linked with the score model, find the challenges faced in the supply chain, and lastly provide possible solutions to the company to overcome those bottlenecks. Also, the legitimate sources of data will be provided at the end. Now, let's start with the background of Netto. Netto, a part of the Salling Group, is a Danish discount supermarket chain founded on 1st April 1981 in Copenhagen, Denmark. It is headquartered in Koo, Denmark. Netto is completely owned by Salling Foundations, meaning that all its profits go either to create a better shopping experience for its customers or back into the society in the form of donations. The name Salling comes from their founder Hermann Salling and was the name of the very first store established in Aarhus by his father Ferdinand. The stores falling under the Salling Group are the major contributors for the versatility in Danish retail industry in the present time. The first Netto store was established in 1981 in Gothavsvej, after which the chain started to expand rapidly, with now having more than 500 stores around Denmark. That is the largest grocery chain of the country. Initially, the store's products used to be in pallets and cardboard boxes, after which they expanded the framework to weekly changing special items including fresh fruits and vegetables. Netto had gone international in 1990 when they opened their first store in Mecklenburg, Western Pomerania, Germany, which quickly expanded to major cities like Berlin and Brandenburg. Currently, the chain operates in different countries including Sweden, Poland, Germany and the United Kingdom with a total of 1,536 stores. In Denmark, Netto's stores have a turnover of 23.6 billion kroner as of 2020. Primarily, Netto has its operations in the retail sector, mostly selling groceries and foodstuffs at low cost, with a mixture of qualitative and private label products. Netto has 2,300 product lines with a regular mixture and a variety, and is also known for its many so-called spot items, including daily necessities as well as non-food items, which are not normally sold in their stores because of lack of space. Some major products sold by Netto include food and beverages, cleaning essentials, toys for kids, seasonal products, and a wide variety of organic and free-range products. The major targeted customers of the company are price-conscious groups who constantly look for affordable households and groceries. The major competitors of the company are other discount supermarkets like Lidl and Aldi, which focus on trademarked store brands rather than branded goods like that in Netto. Now, let's see what the supply chain management is and what are its role to the company like Netto. Monitoring and optimizing the production and distribution of a business, goods and services is known as supply chain management or SCM. Supply chain management plays a vital role in ensuring cost efficiency, operational effectiveness and customer satisfaction for Netto. With the help of advanced automation solutions like Vanderland's Store Pick, SCM helps Netto to optimize its distribution and logistics procedures. Netto also has been coordinating with Dematic for fresh good handling solutions, especially for fresh fruits and vegetables like banana, to ensure its proper packaging, handling, and delivering in boxes without any defects. Thus, it can be ensured that these systems for logistics, which fall under the SCM factors, help to optimize order picking and distribution to the co-distribution center, allowing the company to handle huge volume of goods while maintaining quality standards. To save the lead time and boost production, SCM also helps Netto manage its supply relationships and integrate intelligent material flow control. In the highly competitive retail food industry, Netto can increase flexibility and adjust to shifting company needs by utilizing automation and technology, thus ensuring customer satisfaction, which can be the major factor for upholding brand loyalty in the long run. Now, let's introduce the score model. an internationally recognized framework for analyzing, standardizing, and enhancing supply chain operations is named as the Supply Chain Operations Reference, that is, the SCORE model. It offers a methodical approach in finding inefficiencies, streamlining processes, and improving cooperation among supply chain networks. Its main objective is to guarantee cost efficiency and customer satisfaction by coordinating the supply chain strategy with corporate goals. Its major benefit is that it improves the inventory, order, and shipment tracking and lowers the cost for transportation and warehouse. It also reduces waste and promotes logistics and production planning. The six key processes of this model are plan, demand forecasting, inventory planning, and resource allocation. Source, identifying suppliers and manage procurement policies. Make, ensuring quality standards while manufacturing products. Deliver, management of logistics for timely delivery of finished products. Return, emphasizing product return policies efficiently in case of defects or dissatisfaction. Enable, assist with tasks like financial planning, HR administration, and IT systems. Now, let's know about the six key processes of Netto in terms of the score model. The Netto uses demand forecasting tools integrated with WMS to take customer demand accurately into consideration. For instance, the sales data is seasonally analyzed by Netto for major sales periods like Christmas, Easter, and New Year to ensure sufficient stocks in peak time. Netto sources fresh and organic fruits and vegetables from local Danish farmers and other private label products through international suppliers across the countries. Through designated loading gates at its co-distribution center, it works with suppliers to optimize inbound logistics to preserve product quality and cost effectiveness. This also helps the local Danish farmers. Netto does not directly manufacture private label products, but instead it packages and brands them to minimize handling costs. These products, before being shipped to the stores, are packaged properly at the distribution center. Branding of this product with the term budget ensures affordability to the customers. Netto uses Vanderland's store pick system, that is robot, to ensure proper handling and palletizing the products at distribution center, thus optimizing the delivery of products to the retail stores. Netto has a convenient in-store return policy for its consumers. In the case of products damage or dissatisfaction, the consumers can return the products easily by visiting the store with the receipt and the package. The returned items are then either disposed of or restored by checking quality. This not only ensures customer satisfaction but also helps with the management of damaged products. Throughout the supply chain, digital tools like Dematic IQ software maximize inventory control and real-time data exchange, which also supports coordination between suppliers, distributors, and the retail stores. Now, let's know in detail about the three key processes of Netto. Many of Netto's items, especially those that are fast-moving consumer goods, probably use a pool-based inventory approach. This approach minimizes stock outs and lowers the expenses related to overstocking by replacing inventory in accordance with actual consumer demand. In order to predict consumer demand and modify stock levels appropriately, Netto Denmark use advanced forecasting algorithms, frequently drawing upon past data and sales trends. These tools can automatically predict when a product will run low and trigger recorders without human input. Here, they could examine their use of the economic order quantity model for inventory replenishment, which seeks to identify the ideal order quantities by balancing ordering and holding costs. In order to ensure effective inventory flow, Netto aims to minimize supply chain waste, such as excess stock or lengthy lead times, from the point of view of lean inventory management. The automated store pick system is also a plus point for this. The source, supplier relationships, and deliver logistics processes are closely related with the planning inventory management in such a way that, in order to satisfy demand, effective planning guarantees that the appropriate products are ordered and delivered on time. Now, let's look at the second key process of Netto, that is source. Netto sources its goods from both domestic and foreign suppliers. In order to guarantee a steady supply and uphold high standards for product quality, the corporation usually establishes strategic supplier agreements. This process includes the negotiation of favorable items, including long-term contracts that secure stable pricing and prioritize supply in times of high demand. The Kraljic matrix purchasing model could be used to describe Netto's sourcing strategy by classifying suppliers into four categories: strategic, leverage, bottleneck, and non-critical. Netto manages different levels of risk and reliance across its supply base. Strategic suppliers who provide high-impact products are likely managed with collaborative long-term relationships, while non-critical suppliers may be managed more transactionally. Strong ties with suppliers enable high-quality goods at affordable pricing, improving product availability and reducing operating expenses. Throughout all 550 locations, Netto is implementing the Fusion Cloud platform and smart digital labels. Real-time price changes and effective promotion execution are made possible by this technology, which necessitates tight cooperation with technology suppliers. Customer satisfaction is directly impacted by timely sourcing since it guarantees that store shelves are filled with the goods that customers desire. Since effective supplier relationships support improved forecasting, quicker inventory replenishment, and more dependable delivery schedules, the source process is closely related to plan and the deliver. Now, let's look at the last key process of Netto among the three key processes of the score model framework. The products are distributed to retailers throughout Denmark by Netto's central warehouses. They concentrate on delivering goods to stores quickly and effectively. Thus, the efficient hub and spoke model is used in this context. Conveyor systems and warehouse robots expedite picking and packing. Drivers can determine the quickest delivery routes with the help of route optimization software. Netto can react quickly to shifts in market conditions and demand thanks to the flexibility brought about by digitalization and integrated operations. Here, the agile supply chain can be seen. More frequent and timely store replenishments are made possible by the distribution center's favorable location and integration with store operations, which saves significantly the time needed to prepare and transport orders. At its distribution hub in Kud, Netto Denmark has integrated Vanderland's store pick technology, the Adapto automated storage and retrieval system, 6 robotic palletizers, and robotic and manual depalletizing stations are all part of this sophisticated automation. With 60 shuttles spanning more than 30 levels, the adaptive system offers quick access to almost 43,000 storage places. This configuration improves delivery efficiency and shortens the lead times by streamlining the order fulfillment process. Also, delivery delays in the products can be somehow related to the lack of truck drivers as stated by the Danish industry report in May 2024 that Europe is lacking highly qualified truck drivers constantly from the first quarter of 2024. In the previous slide, we knew about the three core processes of Netto in terms of the score model framework. Now, this slide will introduce the bottlenecks and represent the major bottleneck that a customer has complained recently in Reddit about Netto in a fishbone diagram. Bottlenecks are any obstacles or challenges occurring in the supply chain processes of the company. Based on this fishbone analysis, the long waiting period at checkout highlights a number of important internal issues that causes delays in the checkout procedure. People, process, equipment, environment, management, and technology are the categories that these factors fall under. One of the biggest problems under the people category is undertrained employees who might not have the abilities needed to manage transactions effectively. Longer lines and slower services are also caused by a shortage of employees during busy hours. From a process perspective, bottlenecks and slower service speeds are caused by inefficient checkout workflow, a lack of self-checkout options, and improper shift management. The equipment category emphasizes how outdated or broken point-of-sale system may block transactions and result in unwarranted holdups. The environment is also very important in such a way that with a poorly designed store, long lines in busy places and unclear signs make it hard for customers to find their way to the checkout area. On the management side, ineffective planning and leadership frequently lead to problems with staffing, inefficient processes, and inadequate coordination. Last but not the least, technology issues like weak and outdated equipment and a lack of real-time tracking hinder management and employees' capacity to react quickly to conditions within the business. All things considered, the client experience is greatly impacted by these internal problems, which should be resolved by strategic management, technology advancement, and employee training. Now, the last slide of my presentation will be discussing and providing some solutions to the company to overcome the bottlenecks analyzed. Firstly, Netto could implement data-driven workforce scheduling so that they can schedule their workers as per their necessities, and in the busy time there will be sufficient workers so there will not be any delay in the customer service. Secondly, Netto could introduce specific training programs time to time to their employees. Thirdly, Netto could deploy easy and user-friendly self-checkout stations in each store. Moreover, Netto could establish a regular maintaining schedule for the computer system as well as the performance monitoring tools. Last but not the least, Netto could reduce traffic around the payment areas by redesigning the store's layout using geographical flow analysis. And this is the end of my presentation. Thank you for your time. Bye.